So finally, probably the biggest news, you got to save the best for last. I'm kind of burying the lead here. But Monday, December 9th, as this is going live, the new Ghostbusters trailer has been released, Ghostbusters Afterlife. And I said it on Twitter, and I had an exchange with someone who actually enjoyed it. But I'm going to be honest, I did not care for it. Did not care. I honestly thought I think I was a little harsh on my tweets and my assessment, maybe because it was just my gut reaction. I said it kind of sucked, and I don't know. I'm in a place where I don't necessarily think it was terrible, and I get why people liked it, but I didn't do it for me. And that's not saying the movie itself is going to be bad. It could be an awesome movie. And I've said it before, I never want a movie to be bad. I never want a game to be bad or anything like that. It's just that trailer itself, if you're trying to sell me on this movie with that trailer, it just didn't work for me. I did not care about any of what was going on screen, which doesn't bode well for the movie if I don't really care about the people. I just think it was a kind of a dud for a trailer. I honestly think it kind of sucked. Because, and my takeaway from it was I really thought they were going to do it at the end, which I think would have made a lot of sense. I was kind of surprised they didn't, but I was really waiting for them to show off the living remaining cast, but they didn't, and I was kind of baffled by that. I think, in a way, it's a bold strategy. And I applaud the creativity of it, because they very easily could have just thrown Bill Murray and Dan Aykroyd right in front of your face in the first frame of this trailer right away. It makes me wonder how involved those characters are, how much we're actually seeing of this movie. Maybe this is the first 20 minutes of the movie, first 15 minutes of the movie. I don't know. But I was definitely shocked because I respect that, because honestly, Sony and Columbia could have very easily said, "Oh, we've got a course correct." Not a lot of people, and granted, again, it was those neckbeard incels that I was talking about earlier, the anti-SJW crowd. A lot of those guys probably were, "Oh my gosh, it's a woman, Ghostbuster." They probably were upset about that, and there were definitely those people. And there's also people like me who didn't want a Ghostbuster sequel, and were like, "Let's just leave the franchise alone." It was good enough as it was with one movie. It's bad enough we got two movies, and then I just thought it didn't need to exist. Much like this movie. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think this movie should exist. Because you know what this reminds me of the most? And somehow we got back to video games. Duke Nukem Forever. This is what this reminds me of. So much of Duke Nukem Forever. A game that took forever to get made. It went through so many different development cycles, so many different things, and it just took forever. Ghostbusters 3 has been in development hell and rewrites and changes and this, that, and the other thing for decades. And now we're finally getting it, and I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not excited. I don't care. I'll probably see it, but that's only if I get legit feedback from people that are like, it was good. It was worth seeing. I'm not going to run out and get a ticket day one, because there hasn't been a good Ghostbusters movie since 1984. And I wasn't even alive then. But I just thought it was kind of a dud. I was like, I don't know what they're trying to go for. And I know I've said this in the past that what I liked about the first Ghostbusters, it was trying to be a spooky movie that had comedy in it. And I appreciate that they're trying to take this material seriously, but it felt, I don't know, it just didn't feel Ghostbusters to me. I'm sure there's people out there that love, and there are a lot of people that like this trailer. I think there's a lot more people that liked it than didn't like it, like me. But and I've seen this on the internet, and I'm not against it. It just feels like Stranger Things, and it's not just because it's Finn Wolfhard's in it, which good on that guy. That kid is getting so much work. And it's not because he's in it. I think he's a really good actor. I think he'll be fine. And I love the fact that Paul Rudd's in it. And Paul Rudd's great in anything he's in. So so those two things, it has it going for it, but it doesn't feel like Ghostbusters. It feels like if they took the scene from Stranger Things 2, and they're like, let's actually make a Ghostbusters movie. That's what it felt like. It doesn't feel genuinely like Ghostbusters. And I know that's insane to say because Jason Reitman, Ivan Reitman's son, co-wrote and is directing this movie. But man, it didn't grab me. And maybe it's just because I've been burnt by Ghostbusters 2, and I skipped the Ghostbusters 2016 reboot because I saw a couple scenes of it, and I was like, this is not for me. And this Ghostbusters Afterlife doesn't really look that way either. I mean, I like the little subtle nod to Harold Ramis with the suit in the closet. And it was cool to see Ecto 1 again, and the kids leaning out with like the Gatlin. I'm going to lose my mind. What is it that they use to get the ghosts? Whatever. I'm not Googling something again. I'm so mad. This is the Google episode. This episode's going long. That was a cool shot, but I just don't care, man. I really don't. And that's unfortunate because I really wanted to like it and I really wanted to care about it. I thought the trailer kind of sucked. But I get why some people probably liked it and dug it, and they probably felt like, yeah, dude, this is Ghostbusters. This is a new, different thing, and this is what they're trying to do with it. I'm happy for those people. I'm glad that they're excited about it. I'm not going to go out of my way to yell at them on Twitter and say they're wrong. It didn't appeal to me. It just didn't. I don't see why it wouldn't be good. It just didn't work for me. So if people tell me it's good and it's awesome, yeah, I'll go. Hell yeah, I'll go see it. Great. We got a good Ghostbusters movie in 2019 or 2020 as it's coming out, but a good Ghostbusters movie. I'm not gonna bitch and moan that Ghostbusters didn't suck. Like, damn it, that franchise succeeded again. I don't know. It's a franchise that I feel like shouldn't be a franchise. Like the Terminator. That's a franchise that shouldn't be a Terminator. Or, good God. I'm sorry. Like the Terminator, I just feel like Ghostbusters. I'm just laughing at myself. Like Terminator shouldn't be a Terminator. Good God. Episode's running long, folks. I'm a little tired. No, like the Terminator shouldn't be a franchise. I feel like Ghostbusters shouldn't be a franchise. But it makes money. People like it. People enjoyed it. And the first movie's great. And I'm sure people liked the 2016 reboot. I didn't care to watch it, but I'm sure people like that. I'm sure people like Ghostbusters too. But if it's, I think Jason Reitman's a good filmmaker. I like pretty much everything he's made. It's just, I'm kind of bummed. I really am, because I really wanted to enjoy this, be excited from this trailer. I just wasn't. And like I said, it could be a good movie. Good movies do have crappy trailers. It happens. But we'll see when it comes out. Like I said, I'm not going to rush to see it right away. I'll wait for some feedback, as you should with movies. So that has been episode 56 of the Jake Williams Show. A little bit longer, but I thought it was important. There's a lot of movie news I wanted to get off my chest and talk about, especially me being a curmudgeon about the Ghostbusters trailer. Yeah, I want to know what people think. Let me know. I'll clip the Ghostbusters reaction out and see what people think about it, because I'm very interested to get other people's perspective on the Ghostbusters trailer.